This is Homelink 2.8, subtraction methods. Over the past 2 days, your child practiced subtracting two 3-digit numbers using the counting up method and the trade first method. For more information, see pages 60, 61, and 63 in the student reference book. Fill in the unit. Solve the problems. You may use any method you wish. Use a ballpark estimate to check that your answer makes sense. Write a number model for your estimate. On the back of this Homelink, explain how you solved one of the problems. Okay, so we're going to look at these. When we make our ballpark estimates, we're going to round up to the nearest 10 or down to the nearest 10. So we're going to be rounding to the 10s, which may also be to the nearest 100, depending on the numbers. So here we go. I'm going to just zoom in a little bit so we can see better. Alright, number 1, 468, I'm going to round to 470. And then minus 274, I'm going to say minus 270. Okay, and then ballpark estimate, about 200. Okay, so now I'm going to subtract. 8 minus 4 is 4. 6 minus 7, I can't do that, so I have to borrow. Make it 16. Okay, 16 minus 7 is 9. Alright, and 3 minus 2 is 1. 194. So you see 194 is very close to 200. That's a good answer. Okay, you want to just check and make sure your estimates and your answers are close. Next, 531, we're going to round down to 530. Minus 329, we're going to round up to 330. Okay, that equals 200. Let's see what we get when we actually subtract them. 1 minus 9, we can't do that, so we're going to borrow. Make it 11 minus 9 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. 5 minus 3 is 2. So the answer is 202. Okay, 202, and it's very close to 200. Alright, next we have 331 minus 209. So we're going to say 330 minus 210. Okay, and we're going to get 100, let's see, 120. Okay, 120, it's right there. Alright, and so then when we subtract it, when we really subtract it, we're going to do 1 minus 9, but we can't do that. We'll borrow, and we'll say 11 minus 9 is 2, 2 minus 0 is 2, and 3 minus 2 is 1. So 122 is very close to 120. So it's always a good idea to check your estimates with your actual answers to make sure that you're close. Alright, next, number 4. Move it down just a little. Okay, number 4. 653, we're going to round down to 650. Minus 447, we're going to round up to 450. 650 minus 450, that's 200. Alright, and then we're going to subtract. 3 minus 7, we can't do that, so we're going to borrow 10. So that's 4, and put it here. 13 minus 7 is 6. 4 minus 4 is 0, and 6 minus 4 equals 2. 206. Okay, 206 is very close to 200, so that works. Next, 925 minus 486. 925, we're going to round up to 930. Minus 486, we're going to round to 490. Okay, and that's going to equal, let's see, 490, we'll count up by hundreds. 590, 690, 790, 890, okay, and 890, we can't go any further than that, so that's 400, and then we have 90, and we'll count up by tens. 900, then 910, 20, 30, so 440. Okay, 440 should be the answer for that estimate. And then we're going to subtract. Okay, we're going to subtract. So we're going to say 5 minus 6, we can't do that, so we'll borrow 10. And we have 15 minus 6 is 9. 1 minus 8, we can't do that, so we're going to borrow here. And we have 11 minus 8, which equals 3. And 8 minus 4, which equals 4. 439 is very close to 440. So it's good. That works out well. Alright, next. 724, we're going to round down to 720. Minus 237, we're going to round up to 240. Okay, and again, this is a good one to count up on by hundreds. So 240, we'll say 240. 340, 440, 540, 640, that's 4 hundreds. We can't go up any more than that with hundreds, or we'll be at 740, that's too much. And then if we count up by tens, so we have 640, and then we have 650, 60, 70, 80, 90, 700, 710, 720. So we have 4 hundreds, and then we have 8 tens, so that's 480. Okay, for an estimate, 480, and then let's see what we can get for an answer. 4 minus 7, we can't do that, so we're going to borrow. 14 minus 7 is 7. 1 minus 3, we can't do that, we're going to borrow some more. Okay, and then we have 11 minus 3 is 8, and then 6 minus 2 is 4, 487, which is close to 480, so all of those answers make sense. So on the back, you just had to explain one way, or however you solved one of those problems. You don't have to do it for all 6 of them. Okay, this is Homelink 2.8 subtraction methods for grade 3 everyday math.